finally ended.
Can we get a bit of your time?
Come on.
I don't want to enter. Don't want they will go in and go to the governors will follow. Even the governors will follow. Okay. No, I said when you are let's go for the is this standing on the stand or here?
This is Channels Television. You're watching our live coverage of President Muhammadu Buhari's visit to Owerri, the Imo State capital, by extension the entire Imo State, where it's on a one-day visit to commission strategic projects executed under the Hope Uzodinma-led administration. Earlier, the president had arrived the Imo State capital via the Sam Mbakwe International Cargo Airport, and he's been commissioning a couple of projects. Moments ago, we also listened to him speak on the effort of the governor, where he talked about he's been hearing of some of the projects executed by the Hope Uzodinma-led administration, and he's here to witness it, and he's seen it for himself just before he left this venue to head to another location, reportedly to go and commission other projects. Just to run through some of the projects the president has commissioned and is expected to commission. The Naz Poli Nekede Road is one of the projects the president has already commissioned. And there is also the balloon technology-driven underground tunnel with surface drainage at the Tiger. And what you're seeing on your screen is actually a documentary of what the state of some of the roads were and what it is today. And you can see some contractors, I guess residents as well, applauding the efforts of the leadership of the state in ensuring that these projects have been executed to just ease traffic and drive economic development in the area. It's also to commission a couple of other projects, and we hear Owerri is now wearing a new look. We also have him to commission getting through the federal government assisted projects, a couple of new map projects. The president also commissioned the multi-billion naira balloon technology driven system, which I mentioned earlier at the Tiger, is to commission the 2.5 kilometers Egbada Amaka dual carriageway. This road is a bypass that links two federal roads, the Owerri Olu Akokwa Federal Road and the Owerri Onitsha Federal Road. Afterwards, the newly reconstructed executive chambers located inside the government house is one of the projects the president is also expected to commission today. In total, there are 4 projects for the president to commission, and they are called strategic projects. He's done some of them on his way down to this venue where he made his remarks after the governor of the state made his own remarks, and is heading to other locations to do the final lap of his one-day visit. Visuals coming in from Owerri, Imo State capital. I expect this should be the government house as the president is on his way to commission the newly reconstructed executive chambers located inside the government house. So we may have to just listen in to get a feel of the sights and sounds of what is happening live in Owerri. That's the president's convoy arriving in the government house. We told you that there is a newly reconstructed chambers inside the government house that he will be commissioning today. It's part of his one-day working visit to Owerri, or Imo State rather, but specifically he's in Owerri. You see the people dressed in the attire of people of the East, the Igbos, lined up to welcome the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, and all dignitaries, political leaders, stakeholders, women group, youth groups, have all been welcoming the President. And here in the government house, I guess probably because of restrictions due to COVID and the environment, just a handful of people will be here, top political leaders, traditional rulers, as well as other dignitaries who are here to make the president feel warm and very welcome to Owerri, Imo State capital. Driving in, I presume that should be the president, looking at the security details around that vehicle. So the president is about to step out of this vehicle to head to the chambers where he will be commissioning the newly reconstructed executive chambers located inside the government house.
Bring your hand down, bring your hand down, bring your hand down. Hello. Please, go down, go down. Please, please. Go down, go down. Your hand. Don't go down.
Well, Imo State Exco Complex, built by His Excellency, distinguished Senator Hope Odidika Ozidima, Executive Governor of Imo State, and commissioned by me today. Thank you very much.
Come on, block the place.
You're watching our live coverage right here on Channels Television of President Muhammadu Buhari's visit to Imo State on a one-day visit to commission 4 strategic projects. Let's also inform you that this is the first time the president will be visiting since the administration of Hope Uzodinma took office in 2019, and he's here for 4 strategic projects. On his way, after he landed at the Sambakwe International Airport, the president commissioned the completed section of the NAS to Poli Nekede Road, which is about 6.5 kilometers, is a dual carriage road. According to the state government, some parts of the dual carriage road is still under construction and will be commissioned sometime in the future. He headed then to the multi-billion naira balloon technology drainage system at Dick Tiger in Owerri, which is meant to tackle the perennial flooding witnessed in Owerri. That project has also been commissioned, which was the second he did. And he headed out to commission the 2.5 kilometer Egbeada Amako here dual carriage. This road is a bypass that links 2 federal roads, the Owerri Olu Akokwa Federal Road and the Imo Onitsha Federal Road. And afterwards, he headed down here where you're looking at and watching on your screen, which is the newly reconstructed executive chambers located inside the government house. He'd cut the ribbon, read from the plaque, and now is inside the chambers, taking a walk and observing, and then just taking a feel of the newly reconstructed chambers of the executive chambers of government house in Owerri, the Imo State capital. So this is our live coverage of the president's visit. And it's a one-day visit by the president to Imo State to witness for himself. He has also made remarks earlier, if you were watching Channels Television, where he talked about he's heard a lot going on in Imo State in terms of construction or some of the projects executed by the governor. And he's here to witness it and he's seen it for himself. Those were the words of the President Muhammadu Buhari. And let's just listen in and take a feel, the sight and sound of these newly reconstructed chambers.
the Imo State Governor, Buhari Imo, is still conducting the president around the newly reconstructed executive chambers here in Government House, Owerri. There's an executive lounge right behind this executive chambers on your screen right now. And these, amongst other projects, are the projects executed by the Uzodinma-led administration in Imo State in the last 1 year in office. Earlier, the president commissioned some part of the Naze to Federal Polytechnic Nekede Road, about 6.5 kilometers dual carriageway. And according to the state government, the other part of the Naze Iagua Polytechnic Nekede Road are still under construction and will be commissioned in the nearest future. Right after now, the president will be meeting with some leaders, religious and political leaders of Southeast extraction, just beside these executive chambers, and that's the Government House Banquet Hall. Even though the press are not allowed to enter the meeting with the political leaders and the president, well, as we were told, some notable Southeast leaders are already seated in the hall. And as we were told also, these leaders are about 200. These leaders are drawn from the 5 Southeast states: Abia, Imo, Ebonyi, Anambra, and Enugu states. The governor of Abia State, we were told, will be present at the meeting with the governor of Ebonyi State, Governor Dave Umai. Just as the governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, said while delivering his speech at the commissioning of Egbada Amakoya bypass, this meeting, this strategic meeting with religious and political leaders from the Southeast, we also give the president the opportunity to commiserate with families who lost people during the recent security breaches in Imo State, and by extension other states in the southeast. It could be recalled a few months ago, Imo State witnessed heavy security breaches by some unknown gunmen who targeted federal institutions, especially police formations and the Nigerian Correctional Service here in Owerri, the Imo State capital, where about 1,800 inmates were freed. So these visits by the president were given the opportunity to commiserate with those families who were affected during the security breaches.
I love this parliament
So,
without black.
wanted to note that the president was here in 2015 during his campaign as the presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress. And after he emerged victorious during the election, he also came back to Imo State on a thank you visit in 2015. In 2019, Imo State was also one of the states he visited during his re-election campaign as a presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress.
There's nothing to pull out to gather and tell me. I'm telling you, there's nothing to pull out to. I'm facing the wall.
You're watching our live coverage of President Muhammadu Buhari's visit to Imo State. He's on a one-day working visit to commission strategic project. As you can see on the screen, we are at the government house in Imo State, where the president just commissioned the newly reconstructed executive chambers located inside this place, the government house, where the government will be doing the business of governance right inside. So the president is here to take a look at what has been done by the Hope Uzodinma administration since he came into office. We understand that the president at the moment is meeting with some leaders in the region across Imo State, Abia State, Enugu, Ebonyi, and Anambra State, religious, political leaders, and every voice that is necessary to shape the destiny of the region is at the moment meeting with the president. That's our understanding. And as you see, the press is not in that meeting. So we're just giving you just sight and sound of the government house in Owerri, the Imo State capital. But just before that, the president, when he arrived, he had commissioned some projects before arriving here at the government house. Just a reel out of some of those projects on his way from the airport. That's the Sam Mbakwe International Airport. The president commissioned the completed section of the Naz to Poly-Nekede Road, which is about 6.5 kilometers. It's a dual carriageway. According to the state government, some parts of the dual carriageway is still under construction. A couple of other projects were also commissioned. So that's the much we can take at the moment. And you've been watching this live coverage on your news leader channels, television. We now return to Lagos to continue with regular programs. Please stay with us.
You've been watching a live channels television event.
Welcome to Winning Ways Express with Pastor Femi Fasheru, the resident pastor of KICC, Maryland, Lagos. Winning Ways Express is a program that brings messages of hope to the hopeless and the living word to the dying world, touching lives with a timeless truth. Through his ministry of the word, Pastor Femi will enrich your life, challenge and motivate you as he proclaims the good news of Jesus Christ. Winning Ways Express with Pastor Femi Fasheru. Dynamic messages that will change your life.
Hi, welcome to today's Winning Ways Express broadcast. Romans chapter 1 verse 16 says the gospel of Christ is the power of God unto salvation. I am convinced that today's broadcast is going to bring you healing, deliverance, salvation, and prosperity. Please sit back, watch, and be blessed.